Hmm. Ooh. I love snow. This is gonna be amazing. So cool. Oh my gosh. Can't wait. Snow is so awesome. Looks absolutely amazing. My favorite. Now, I absolutely love snow, but I do not like being cold. That is so cool. Absolutely insane. So, most people don't realize that the snowiest place in the world is the northernmost region of Japan. No, it is not the Arctic or Antarctic. Instead, Japan is the snowiest place in the world based on a lot of different factors that are super interesting. So, firstly, you have the Russia super freezing air flow that will come down toward Japan, go over the ocean, collect moisture, and then all that moisture and cold temperature will allow for a large amount of snowfall to dump on Japan. And also, you'll see in this image, you've got some mountains, and there is a scientific concept called orographic lifting. Now, this concept basically says that as the moisture or airflow goes and hits the mountain, it will basically accumulate and fall as precipitation. So usually when you have mountains, you'll see a lot of rainfall and precipitation or snowfall on one side of the mountain, but then it'll be very dry on the other side of the mountain. And so you do have a lot of different factors that may contribute to this, but the reality is that the Russia freezing cold air mixed with the fact that Japan is an island surrounded by ocean and a lot of moisture can be added to the air due to that fact that they are an island, and the cold air as it goes over the ocean collects moisture, and then all that moisture just drops on the northernmost part of Japan. And then there's also another factor that I really think is super interesting. A lot of people don't realize also that the snowiest part of winter is not actually the middle of winter. Instead, it's all about how much moisture is in the air. And the reality is that moisture is actually more apt to be in air that is warmer, not colder. And so usually colder air is actually drier. And for this reason, the snowiest place in the world is not the super freezing Arctic or Antarctic that has technically colder temperatures and less moisture in the air, more drier conditions. Instead, the snowiest place in the world is actually a little warmer. Japan is also in an area that is literally an island surrounded by a lot of moisture. So all those cold water droplets flowing from the Russia Arctic air collects moisture and just drops it on the northernmost point of Japan. So Japan gets a lot of snow, and it's not because it's super freezing or cold. The reality is, for instance, in Pennsylvania, most of our snowfall will actually occur in the beginning and the end of the winter, not necessarily in the middle of winter. And as I said, it's just because, the air can hold more moisture in the warmer temperatures, not the colder temperatures. So in the middle of winter, it's just so cold that there's just not as much precipitation or snow. And so I actually really love snow. So I really enjoy, for example, the fact that it may snow a lot in October, November, or February, March, but then in the middle of winter, December and January, you may not see as much snow. So, obviously exceptions might exist, but overall the science holds true for, all of this, because it's really just, the dynamics of, physics, chemistry, and all the other sciences. It just makes sense scientifically that overarchingly, if you need moisture in the air to have precipitation, then warmer temperatures are the way that you get it, not the colder temperatures when it's drier. Oh, yeah. So I think it would be so cool just to go to the northernmost point of Japan and create some igloos. Maybe that would be so cool.
That we've all had enough. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old.
So another factor that's super interesting is that, we at ground level may have 34-degree temperatures, but then it'll be snowing, and some people will wonder why. Well, obviously it's because the air above you is colder than the air at ground level. And so as the water droplets are falling through the air above you, it basically is falling and freezing. And then yes, it may be warmer at ground level, but it's already frozen during its fall. And so it falls as snow. So you could actually get snow at 33-degree temperatures, or even 34-degree temperatures, and it's because the snow has already frozen as it was falling, and then it may hit ground and start melting right away because the ground may actually be warm. And so oftentimes you'll kind of see this in different snowy blizzards where it's not as warm, where it's not as cold. The snow will fall as snow, but as soon as it touches the ground is so warm that it melts it pretty quickly. So water freezes at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. So cool, you literally can't see anything. It's all white and blending into each other. It's crazy. Wow. Yeah, I definitely want to go to Japan. I've been to Tokyo and Okinawa, and I've explored Japan in the winter. I didn't see that much snow, but it was, not the northern region of Japan. Instead, it was near Tokyo and Okinawa, which was super cool in the winter. They have a lot of Christmas light shows, which were awesome. And I really love green tea ice cream, which, by the way, I just happen to be eating right now. I love green tea ice cream, and I fell in love with it. Oops. I fell in love with it in Japan. Japan.
Fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay.
So the other thing I actually really love doing is driving in the snow. It's actually rather fun.
Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything.
See, like, this is just so pretty. Absolutely beautiful. This video just seems long. I might we might need to speed this up a little bit. If you're ever wondering about like driving in the snow as well, all throughout the United States, it's just really entertaining how snow driving is different. In the Northwest, we drive with chains on our vehicles to increase traction so we could drive and maneuver better. In the South, like Mississippi and Alabama area, they tend to put sand on the streets, which I, for one, absolutely hate. I think the sand makes the ground more slippery and it's just not good. I do not like driving in sand, and watching individuals from Mississippi and Alabama drive in snow is absolutely a dangerous, hilarious mess. In the South, you don't practice driving in snow, and therefore they are not very good at driving in snow, so you have to be extra careful if it ever snows down there. I swear, it was just so dangerous when I was there. But anyway, I'm a very confident snow driver. In the Northeast, we use snow tires. I love snow tires. I think snow tires are awesome, and they do help you maneuver in the snow. So, practice makes perfect. Definitely practice driving in the snow, for instance, in a parking lot, before you go out into the roads. And then as you get better, it gets safer. So it can be very dangerous, careful driving in the snow, but I absolutely love it. It's so much fun. Definitely be sure to subscribe below. We definitely want to continue on this journey of entertaining ourselves by watching natural disasters and learning from them.